beautiful people. I think I need to literally stop like starting episodes with like singing. Cause who knows? Maybe people are like really tired of me making noise like that. But like it's my personality, so like I'm just gonna do it. It's what I like doing, you know? And I'm gonna start with being a musician. I don't think Jesus minds. I mean, I don't think you guys mind either, but like, I'm just probably being dramatic at this point. Anyways, I hope you guys are alright. Yeah, last week was Easter, and I hope you all had a beautiful Easter period. I'm glad to have you guys here. Um, Today we're gonna be touching a bit about true hope and the false hopes that we be putting our hope in, kind of thing. Like true hope and false hope. Like I just feel like most of us out there in the world are like, just putting our hope in all these things that will never satisfy, that are not the real hope. So I thought I could just touch a bit about this. Yeah, because people need to know what where their true hope lies, what the truth is. You can't be living this life thinking you can live your own truth or do whatever feels good for you, or you know do what pleases you, your life, your body. You're in control of your own life, and you do you. You only live once, so make the best of it, or whatever. You know, um, those kind of things. And it's what is going on in our culture today, and it's good to actually remind ourselves of what is true and what isn't. And I thought we could touch a bit about that. I checked the dictionary about the definition of hope, and it gave me hope is a desire for a positive future outcome combined with the belief and expectation that it is possible. But you can have belief and expectation that anything's possible in anything, like of course the dictionary is not saying, oh yeah, in like Jesus, but yeah, people can put their hope in something, in their crystals or in witchcraft or in money, you know yeah, and you manifest all that, stuff that people will be doing nowadays, thinking that, oh yeah, that's the stuff, and I'm gonna get rich, I need to manifest this, I need to wear certain crystals to make things happen. Just thought, yeah, of course, that's what hope is. Like, even if you're not Christian, yes, you know what hope is, but it is about where are you placing that hope? Where is your hope coming from? Where is that belief and expectation that it is possible? From whom? Like, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, people can have hope, but where is their hope placed? You know? Anyways, let's read a bit from Romans 5:3 to it says, not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not put us to shame because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. Right? So, hope, so when we have hope, it does not put us to shame because God's love has been poured into our hearts. Hope that the things that you're probably hoping for, like if you want to see them like come to pass, and your hope needs to be in Jesus. Like you can't expect Jesus to give you things that you're not believing in him for. Like you're probably putting your hope in other things instead of in him. There is hope, but this hope will go through various bittersweet highs and desperate lows, right? Um, and yet somehow life will still go on, because the truth is resurrection will always win. Last Sunday was Resurrection Sunday, right? Jesus went to the grave to defeat death. He didn't go to not defeat death. Like he is the hope, the true hope. And when I just see people that are scared of death, and I'm like, why are you even scared? Like, if only you knew about Jesus, because he defeated death, and that takes away our fear of death, because fear has to do with death, right? And the love that God has given to us has been perfected. So perfect love casts out the fear of death, of anything else, because his love is in us, right? I think that's in John somewhere. Perfect love casts out fear. So if you have Jesus' perfect love within you, there is going to be that hope that you are not going to be scared of death because he's defeated death on the cross, right? Like, you know, the story, death does not win with Jesus, all right? So when Jesus asks us to die to our flesh and carry our crosses, I always imagine he means dying to what we think our lives should look like or to what we want them to be. We should die to what what we want, what our flesh desires, to what he desires for our lives, right? And I think hope is also like found in appreciating the little bits of truth that are filled with hope that God sprinkles into our ordinary days. You know, it is appreciating the trees blooming with the new flowers and the new leaves, and even well knowing that winter will come around and they'll lose it all over again and we'll have to start over. And they're still willing to go through the cold, dark seasons all over again and bloom in the spring without worrying about what the future holds. It's just like pausing to notice the small details in nature, in everyday life. You know, that inspires our hope as well. Like that is hope. Like the tree. I don't know if trees have actual hope, but like the way they grow, like they know how they're growing and they know that winter is gonna come around and they're gonna lose the pretty leaves that they have on during spring, during summer, but they still, you know, go through it anyway. I think it's also in appreciating the mundane, everyday conversations we have with people, especially those that are after God's heart, that remind us that He loves us and that He sees us. And I think we often struggle to believe and feel the things we can't see or what we can't fully comprehend. But I believe that having hope against all hope, I think it's somewhere in Romans where Paul says that Abraham had hope against hope that God would fulfill his promises to him. So having hope even when there is nothing that looks hopeful, right? And surrendering what our eyes see to the hope that is found in Jesus. So it all points back to Him. Hope is always going to be found in one person, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? It's going to be found in nothing else. Like you might try um manifestation. What is it called? This thing where people are doing witchcraft, but in a modernized way. I don't know what it's called, but that money, drugs, like you might get high thinking that, oh, you're gonna get to the highest point, you're gonna have it all when you're high, like you're looking for something to grab onto. But you know, when you're in the world, you're always going to want to clutch onto something that you just can't get. We are e- internal beings, and God has made us to yearn for Him. So when you keep looking for things that you think will satisfy you in this world, you're going to come out of it all just feeling even more empty because you are going farther away from the only person that will ever satisfy you, the only one that has made you to be satisfied by him. Like he is the living water, and once you test that living water, you're not gonna thirst anymore. It's somewhere in John if you want to read it. So when you have him, you will not wanna grab onto those things that are not gonna fulfill you. You're not gonna try to look for hope elsewhere because he is the hope. Once you have him, you are completely satisfied. So you should just remain in him. You should abide in him. You should love him. Remaining in him means making him Lord over your whole life, not just some parts of your life. It means letting him have his way in your whole life, not just some parts. Oh, yeah, on Sunday, I'm going to go to church. That's good enough. No, He wants to be in your Monday, in your Tuesday, in your Wednesday, in your whole week, not just when you go to church. You can't be living half in, half out. You can't have your foot in on Sundays and then your foot out on Mondays. Like, when you decide to follow God, He wants all of you. He is a jealous God. It says it somewhere in Genesis. I don't know. I don't know. Somewhere in the Old Testament that He is a jealous God and that He wants all of you. Like, He doesn't want part of you. He is jealous because He does not want us getting into things that are going to harm us. He knows what's out there. He knows the enemy is out to get us, and He is going to do anything to pursue His kids. He sent His Son to pursue us, to show us that, hey, I'm reaching out to you because I love you and I do not care what you've done. Do not look at what has gone wrong in the past. Like, look at me. Like, I died for that. I died for what you're ashamed of. Like, do not look at the past. Look, I'm doing a new thing inside of you. So just look at me. I forgive you. I am merciful. My arms are open. Like, he is so kind that He is so loving, and He just invites us to come back to Him. And it's not about anything you've done. That He does not care about none of that. He chooses to forget our sins. Okay, that He washes us with His blood. Once we accept Him into our lives, He washes us clean, and we will never ever yearn for anything else more than we yearn for Him. Yes, I'm not saying that when you come to Jesus, everything else is going to be perfect and you're not going to face problems. You're not going to want, the money, like stuff like that. No, you are going to desire like things that you're going to need for every day, right? But I mean, spiritually, like He is all that you need to satisfy you inside, and He knows all your needs too. Like, yes, He takes care of you inside, but He also takes care of your outside. So you do not need to worry that He does not care about every other need to, like, He will always provide for His children. He is a father that gives good gifts, right? Somewhere in James. I don't know, but somewhere in the Bible. Okay. And yeah, that's our dad. Our culture today is it's all about self-empowerment. Like, you're in charge of your future, hustle and get everything you want. You're in control of your own life. But I think that success is not found in our own abilities or strength. Yeah. We can't even take credit for any of those things because they are all God given abilities. Like, He has given us those talents. You cannot take credit for anything that you've done. Be like, oh yeah, I woke up, blah blah. No, He has given you the strength to wake up. He has given you the strength to do those things. Like, if He wanted to, He would just take your life and take those things away in a bit. Like He done it with Job, but not because Job was like a bad man. He is in charge, and sometimes we do not know why He's doing certain things, but that's Him, and He is just, okay, and He loves us. And this Christian life is not going to be easy. There is going to be lots of ups and downs, but He is so gracious to us that even when we fall, He's still there for us, right? And like, I read a devotional sometime, and this author wrote that God demonstrating His glory through your dependency on Him is your real story. And He is writing it day by day through deepening roots and newly formed buds. So when you depend on Jesus, that's your real story, because it's all about Him. We were made for His glory. He says it like, the my daughters and sons that I have formed for my glory. I think it's somewhere in Isaiah. We were formed for Him, not for ourselves. Like, He is the only one that should be glorified because He deserves all the glory. Like, we have done nothing but be annoying and be deserving of death or whatever He would have wanted to do to us. But He chooses mercy towards us because that's His character. I think sometimes we think God is this bad God or whatever, but He is complete opposite of what you think He is. Just because He has all these rules you think are rules actually are in place to protect you. He knows best. He always, when He does anything, it's all because He's got our best in mind. And I think that when we surrender to hope, we get to appreciate the truth, even when it's tough walking through seasons that look hopeless and leave us wishing things were so much easier. So when we surrender to hope, And hope is Jesus. Jesus is hope. Hope is found in him. He is the hope. So when we surrender to him, to hope, we are appreciating the truth that even when things are tough, we can still appreciate that he is there for us. That's why Romans 5:3-4 says that not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. And all of this suffering right now is all nothing compared to the glory that is going to be like experienced in us after this whole life. So it's all going to be worth it. And I guess what I'm trying to say is hope can be found in the mundane. Jesus meets you in the mundane. It doesn't have to be this big revelation. It's literally in the quiet mornings when you sit with Jesus before you start your day, even when you don't know what's coming next. And hope is Jesus, and He meets you right where you are. He runs to you. You do not have to strive to find hope. He pursues you, literally. Just have to open your heart to receive Him. And He's not going to force Himself on you. He is a really great gentleman. He knocks. Are you going to open the door or not? You know? Yeah, that's all for me, guys. So examine your hearts. Let's examine our hearts and see where is our hope really lying. Is it lying in relationships, or is it lying in money, or anything else that is not God? Because Jesus somewhere says that those who love father and mother or anything else more than me are not fit for my kingdom, I think in Matthew. So yeah, he wants to be first in your life because he made you, and he made you for himself and not for anything else. And I think it's safe that he wants you to enjoy life with him after this life. So he is your you make him your safe place because he is the safest person you'll ever find in this world. He's the only one that will ever love you more than you will ever know. Nothing in this world will ever satisfy more than he will satisfy you. So if you don't know him, just try Jesus. Just try talking to him. Just try reading your Bible and just let him transform your life, and just be open to receive, okay? Just ask for help. um you know, it's it's easier with him. Do not strive to know, to be so like knowledgeable about, theology, all of this stuff. Like, do not try so hard to know all of these things. Like, he is all you need to know. Like, once you have that personal relationship with him, he will transform you. So if you just say yes, he will do the rest, is what I'm saying. Okay? Just be open to receive, just want to spend time with him, just remain, just abide like how you would be with your partner, your best friend, whatever. But yeah, guys, that's all from me, and I hope this blessed someone, and I hope this opens eyes of people that haven't got their eyes open yet. And I love you guys, and I pray that your hope will be strengthened in God always. Thank you guys for listening. Bye. Mwah.